So at work today, I like asked this random guy, this coworker of mine, if he believed in God, and his immediate answer was nope. I kind of dug a little bit more into it. I asked him. I said, is that kind of like how you grew up? Is that just, have you never, heard about God or, like what's up? So he told me a little bit about his childhood and kind of how he grew up, and he was in church when he was younger, but he just made the decision like, hey, this doesn't make sense to me, and I'm just gonna leave it where it's at. And so, I heard him out or whatever, and I was just like, well, I definitely believe that there's only one true God. I said, but that's just my personal belief. But instead of me throwing scriptures at him and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, I was gentle. You know what I mean? I heard him out. I heard his side and why he felt the way that he felt and why he thought the thoughts that he has. And, one of them was he said that he believes that there's not just one single God, that there's got to be a God for like everything. And I was like, well, what do you mean by that? And he was like, well, how they say like Poseidon is the god of the sea or whatever. Like there's a God for basically to rule over everything that's over the earth. There's a separate God for all these different, you know what I'm saying, like beings of life. On the inside, I was truly like crying, you know what I mean? Like it was breaking my heart, because it's like, man, he has no idea like the joy that he could be experiencing, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want him to be left behind, you know what I mean? But I'm kind of starting to learn, like, as a Christian, there are right and wrong times for everything, of course, right? So in that situation, I didn't feel like, okay, I need to throw the Bible at you. You know what I'm saying? Because you have knowledge already about who God is. You've made the decision to not follow him. So I'm like, well, let me just plant the seed. You know what I'm saying? The simple fact that I even asked him about God, and the fact of the way that I handled the situation, because he was like, I think I've kind of rubbed some other Christians wrong, you know what I mean? Because they were trying to talk to me about God or whatever. And I just was like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, get out of my face, basically. But he didn't do me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he actually was listening to like what I had to say, and we actually had like a full blown conversation. You know what I mean? So the thing that I took away from that today was sometimes it's just about planting the seed. You know what I mean? He knows who God is, but I feel like the seed that I planted was kindness, because I don't know how any other Christian may have approached him or the conversation that they had specifically, but just the simple fact of the way that I handled the situation when I talked to him could be the very reason why one day that same guy comes back to me about something that's going on in his life, and that be the perfect opportunity for me to direct him or lead him back to Christ.